Dean Martin's Celebrity Roast, coming to you from the MGM Grand Hotel in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, from the beautiful Ziegfeld Room, tonight's star-studded roast has brought together some of the world's greatest entertainers. They've come from all over the world to be here tonight, here in Las Vegas, in person, joining Dean Martin as he honors tonight's very special Woman of the Hour, Suzanne Somers. With tonight's guests, Lee Merriweather, Lorne Green, Red Buttons, Audra Lindley, Zsa Zsa Gabor, Norman Fell, Paul Anka, Milton Berle, Dr. Joyce Brothers, LaWanda Page, Tom Bosley, David Doyle, Rich Little, Bernie Capel, Norm Crosby, Jackie Gale, and your roastmaster, Dean Martin, with tonight's Woman of the Hour, Suzanne Somers.
Well, tonight we are all gathered here at my pal Kirk Kerkorian's beautiful MGM Hotel, right here in Las Vegas, to honor one of Hollywood's newest, sexiest, and most popular stars, Miss Suzanne Somers. Suzanne, you look great. I think I'll have your room sent up to mine. I could spend this entire evening saying nice things and lavishing praise on our guest of honor, but I won't, because my drink is melting over here. Yeah, I feel beautiful. It felt great walking through the lobby tonight and having everyone say, "Hi, Dean. Hey, Dean. Hello, Dean." Now I know who I am. But she believed in herself. Now, every Tuesday night, I look at Suzanne on Three's Company, and I always say the same thing. Let's see what's on Channel 4. Suzanne had a corsage. Suzanne had courage. And, I like that myself. And there's a lot to be said for courage. Remember the famous words of Lady Godiva's husband, who once said to Lady Godiva, "Okay, you can ride that horse in the nude, but where are you going to carry your credit cards?" And here's something else you may not know. When she was young, she was flat-chested. One day she had nothing to fill her bra. She had to use breadcrumbs. On the way to school, she was attacked by a flock of birds. There he is, the greatest, Mr. Television himself, Milton Berle.
Thank you. Thank you, Dean. Beautiful. Thank you. What a night. What a night. What a night. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are... It's all right. CBS just dropped another show. Tonight, we are honoring the two and only Suzanne Somers. This young lady, Suzanne Somers, is more than a friend to me. She's a total stranger. When this young lady first came to California, I must say this, she wanted some recognition. In 3 months, would you believe it, she was known by every maitre d' in Hollywood. They had a special name for her. Waitress? Which reminds reminds me, Zsa Zsa's with us tonight. Zsa Zsa Gabor. She's been married so many times, she has Uncle Ben on a retainer. She's been in and out of more rings than Muhammad Ali. We have another beauty winner with us tonight, gorgeous LaWanda Page. Oh, you know, it's hard to believe that Suzanne Summers and LaWanda Page are of the same sex. Incidentally, I'd like to congratulate LaWanda. She just finished making a motion picture. It's a sequel to Saturday Night Fever. It's called Monday Morning Menopause. And I'm... Thank you very, very much.
Our next guest is a most respected actor. He's now starring on one of the TV season's biggest hits, Battlestar Galactica, Mr. Lorne Greene.
Thank you very much. Such an introduction I've rarely had. But being with you is quite a departure from being in Battlestar Galactica. Going from outer space to a guy who's spaced out. I was told that Suzanne Summers was to be the object of a roast, and so I seized the opportunity, Dean, to come here not to roast Miss Summers, but to offer her a leading role in an episode of Battlestar Galactica. Miss Summers, if I may call you Suzanne, I know you have a very successful show, but I think you'd love this change of pace. And I know you can handle it, Suzanne. And I know you'll go wild over the costumes, the space costumes, just as your own show, you know. You have all that marvelous wardrobe. Or you have a different towel for every occasion on our show. Suzanne, as Queen of Amazonia, your problem is to find a man to repopulate your planet at a rate of 3,000 births a month. Now, that's where you come in, Dean.
Yeah. There goes my Sundays. Mr. Lorne Greene, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Joyce Brother.
It's a very great pleasure for me to be here to honor Suzanne. I'm sure all of you women out there envy her and the great success she's achieved. But being a star is not all fun and games. It's a total commitment, and your career is always on your mind. To illustrate this, I submitted Suzanne to the famous Rorschach test. When the patient tells you what he or she sees in these ink blots, it gives the doctor a good indication of what's going on in her mind.
I don't see anything. I work with those guys in Atlantic City. Yeah, that's the ink spots. I know ink spots. And now, here's the talented actor, Mr. Norman Fell, the very funny landlord of... Go ahead if you want to applaud, you know.
I can't tell you what a thrill it is to be working with this lady. I started acting in high school. I worked in summer stock. I took lessons from Stella Adler. I appeared on Broadway with Edward G. Robinson and on the screen with people like Frederick March, Spencer Tracy, Frank Sinatra, Burt Reynolds. And now, finally, my dream has come true. I'm working with Suzanne Summers. What a thrill. I mean, I really learned a lot working with Suzanne. know, it's funny. I worked in show business for close to 30 years, and nobody ever heard of me. But here's a girl who became an overnight success. She started out, she auditioned for her first part with only one word. She said yes. But she said it to the producer, and that's how she got the job. Now, I'll say one thing about Suzanne. Success has not gone to her head. One of her few luxuries that she allows herself is an expensive hairdryer. Vidal Sassoon. Suzanne, all kidding aside, you're a real pro. It takes some real acting ability for a girl as smart as you to act dumb. You know, not just stand there like two bumps on a log.
I always look forward to bringing out our next guest. He's a terrific guy, a big hit everywhere he performs. When he's not starring in clubs, you can see him on his own TV series. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, Norm Crosby.
Instinctively, I knew the direction that this roast would take. I knew that everyone would jump on Suzanne's physical attributes and kind of, vilify her as a sectional object. And it's not fair. It really is not fair because, friends, believe me, beneath that gruff exterior is a sensitive, artistic human being with femininity and protrusion. But it's not fair. TV picked it up with the jiggle shows. You've seen them. The girls running around with the low clavicles and the pastry sticking out. I mean, that's terrible. Beautiful ladies with fringe on their benefits running up and down. It's wrong. They put a woman on a pedestal. A woman does not belong on a pedestal. Lee, you are a beauty queen. You are a contest winner and a Miss Representative and everything. I mean it. You know what I'm talking about. A woman should never go on a pedestal. Women have a function, a noble, magnificent, beauteous function that is theirs alone. I know that every lady on this dais is well aware of her function, but some of you sitting in our audience, ladies and gentlemen and adults and adulteresses, you may not know. You may not know. Do you know your function, madam? To proculate the race. That is your function. That's a woman's function. If anybody ever walks up to you in a casino or anywhere and says to you, hey, what's your function? Tell them, proculate the race. That's my function. And a pedestal is not the place. You can't do nothing on a pedestal. But in our way of life, I must say, in our way of life, the sectional lady has her place. And if she hasn't, you could go to a motel, too. I like you people. You make me laugh. I think the ERA is really making them cuckoo, honestly. They take their girdles and their bras and their garter belts and they sue a man for non-support. I don't know if any of you folks saw it this afternoon, but Suzanne almost started a riot in the casino. She was leaning over a dice table, wearing one of those off-the-shoulder, sleeveless, backless, I think it was a belt. Anyway, she leaned over to pick up the dice, and the stick man hollered, "They're coming out." It was a panic. But it's the joke. Because you cannot price affection. You cannot buy love. You can't. You can't buy love for $100. Maybe 2 years ago, but not today. That's the truth. And being at the prefacing of this very show mentioned Lady Godiva, who should be mentioned at a lovely ladies' tribune, because she was the first one who started the campaign for freedom, for feminine liberation. She rode down the street in Coventry, England, on a horse, nude, N-U-D, devoid of all accoutrements. Nothing but long blonde hair all around her. And the townsmen stood on the sidewalk going... And I want to tell you something, just to sum up, as a tribute to Suzanne and all of the lovely ladies present. And Dean told me this once, a long time ago. We were standing at the bar getting an estimate on a drink. And he put his hand on my shoulder and he said, don't ever forget, beauty is only skin deep, but ugly is to the bone.
Miss Lee Mary.
Suzanne, it really is. No, it really is a great pleasure being here tonight. But I'll tell you, looking at you, I can't help but think how happy I am that I didn't have to compete with you, the Miss America pageant. It was tough enough competing with Bert Parks. It's very exciting being here because, well, Suzanne is really a star. I mean, when she arrived here, she walked into the lobby, every eye was riveted on her. Of course, it isn't everyone who checks in a bikini, but... 20 bellhops spent the entire day carrying luggage up to her room. Dean's luggage, Milton Berle's luggage. And I know she'll have no trouble leaving the hotel tomorrow. All the bellhops were saying how much they'd like to check her out. Oh, well, listen, I'm not saying that Suzanne doesn't deserve it. I mean, she really gets fantastic attention. The MGM management gave her the best suite here, the Grace Kelly suite. And because I'm on a detective show, they gave me the Barnaby Jones suite. It came complete with a body under the bed. I was so relieved when I realized it was you, Dean.
It isn't generally known, but when Suzanne was born, she was one of twins. It's the truth. She had a twin brother, and he's here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Suzanne Summers' twin brother, Slim Summers.
Thank you, Dean. Notice the resemblance? First of all, I'd like to say hello to my twin sister. It isn't fair. Why should she get all the glory, all the glamour, all the money? She had it easy. I had to start at the bottom. I not only started there, I stayed there. Why is she the star? She's only famous for two things. It was always that way with us. People liked her better. When we were born, the doctor took a look at both of us and slapped me twice. Parents never understood us when we were 12. I was the one who got the training bra. Still too tight. We were so close in those days. When she cut her finger, I felt pain. When she caught a cold, I sneezed. When a boy kissed her. You people think I'm silly, right? That's because I look silly. But don't worry, this face will grow on you.
I'm glad it didn't grow on me. Thanks, sis. Charlie Callan. There's a popular show on TV called The Love Boat. You all know that. And with us tonight is one of the stars of the show, a clever young man who plays the part of the ship's doctor, Mr. Bernie Kopal. I'm Doctor.
Well, Doctor, how are you? Thank you, Dean. It's really a pleasure for me to be here tonight to honor one of television's scintillating new stars. Of course, I myself know how it feels to be a sex symbol. Anyway, since we are both sex symbols, why don't we combine our careers and become the next big romantic team with a silver screen? Wouldn't that be a good idea? Why, we'd be the hottest lovers. Hey, hey, hey. Are you kidding, ladies and geraniums? Wow! We'd be the hottest Hollywood lovers since Clark Gable and Gerald Lombard. You know what else we could do? We could do a modern version of that horror classic Jekyll and Hyde. You as the beautiful patient, and me as Dr. Jekyll trying to get a peek at your hide. Hollywood, as wonderful as it is full of many traps. So you see, Suzanne, we'd be dynamite together. But on second thought, you really don't need me. You'll be dynamite all by yourself. Happy sailing. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to again welcome a good buddy and a real funny guy. This would not be complete without Mr. Red Buttons.
Tonight, we have gathered here in the Mass, being hosted by this mess. One, a woman whose every physical movement is sending out the unmistakable message, come and get it! Question tonight is why? Why are we giving this woman a dinner? Some of the sexiest people in the history of the world never got a dinner. Dolly Parton, who said to Mrs. Olson, yes, they're mountain grown. Never got a dinner. Tammy Wynette, who said to a kidnapper, no, I don't do requests. Never got a dinner. John Travolta, who said to Olivia Newton-John, you think you can do it in Greece? Yes, Eddie Fisher, who recently said, I'm playing it cool, she'll be back. Zsa Zsa Gabor, the only woman to apply for group alimony. Never wound up with a dinner. Marie Antoinette, who said to her husband, not tonight, this is my last headache. Kissinger, who once said, there is no peace like a good peace. Mae West, who said to Leo DeRocher, it's true, nice guys finish last. Never got it better. This kid deserves it better.
Suzanne, a lot of your friends couldn't make it, so they sent some wires. Wires?
Wars?
Wires. Wires, that's what it is. Here's one from Howard Jarvis. You know, he says, sorry you turned down my Proposition 13, but please meet me for a drink. I've got another proposition for you. Here's a gold embossed telegram from the Sheikh of Saudi Arabia. He says, started out for your roast, but someone rear-ended my camel and his hump exploded. Here's one from Phyllis Diller. Dear Suzanne, may all your wet T-shirts give you arthritis. Back with us tonight is a lady who has become a beloved regular on our show. She's a beautiful lady with a big, warm heart. But watch out. While the others are here to roast, she's here to barbecue. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss LaWanda Page.
I can't tell you what a thrill it is to be here tonight, standing between these two great stars, Suzanne Summers, the sex pot, and Dean Martin, the crock pot. Give me some glasses, let me see what they're saying about you, honey.
Switch waiting on her.
Honey, I don't like the snippet things you've been saying about her. Lord have mercy, honey. You look like a snowdrift that never melted. Honey, you as white as a vanilla ice cream cone. And you already got 2 scoops. What you laughing about, red buttons? At least she uses bleach. You went straight to mercurochrome. Honey, with a carrot head like you got, you could be attacked by rabbits. You shut up, Milton Berle, you ugly sucker. At your age, honey, you should be happy to be attacked by anything. Don't you laugh, Norm Crosby. One night with me, honey, and you'll talk straight. But I seen that show of yours, Three's a Company, and I just can't believe it. 2 girls living with one guy, and nobody is doing nothing to nobody? And you call it a comedy? Honey, in my neighborhood, we call that a tragedy. And you, David Doyle. Now, don't worry, I won't say nothing bad about you. Now, I know Charlie already has 3 angels, but tell me, baby, Can he use a devil? Suzanne, honey, you're a sweet young thing. And I wish you all the luck in the world. God bless you. Good night.
Miss Lawana Page. A lovely, lovely lady. Ladies and gentlemen, a guy who did it his way and made it all happen, Mr. Paul Anka.
But I'm delighted to be here tonight to join our distinguished guests in honoring Suzanne Somers. She's really a great girl, and I recently had the pleasure of working with her in Europe. We did a television special together in Monte Carlo. Even in Europe, her popularity is phenomenal. While coming through customs, she was searched 15 times. You should see the attention that she got when we arrived in Monte Carlo. We checked into a very elegant hotel. I was in her suite. And for the first time in my life, a bellhop called the room and asked me to send a girl down.
Mr. Paul Anka. I understand our next guest is a lifelong friend and good buddy of Suzanne Somers. Won't you please welcome Miss Gladys Ormfeet?
You're just lucky I showed up tonight, Dean Martin. The last time I was here, I threw my back out.
This time it looks like you threw your front out.
Oh! Just guess, ladies and gentlemen, who is in my suite at 3 o'clock in the morning, chasing me around the bedroom.
That's easy, the exterminator.
Oh! And don't you laugh at me, you jiggling Jezebel. I knew you win, and I want everyone to know exactly what you have done to me. We grew up together, ladies and gentlemen, and in high school, Suzanne was nothing. I was the head cheerleader. I was the one who yelled 2, 4, 6, 8.
Hey, we know what your measurements were. Get to the cheer.
And I was the one who was popular with the boys. I spent more time in the backs of cars than she did.
Yeah, but you were locked in the trunk.
I was the one who had the idea to get into show business, and Suzanne begged me to take her along. Our dream was Hollywood or bust. All I got was Hollywood. But at least I can say, ladies and gentlemen, that I have never been touched by a plastic surgeon.
You haven't been touched by anybody.
Would you just shut up, you windy wino? You're just like all the rest of them. When a man dates me, he's only after one thing.
Rabies.
How can you say things like that, Dean? Dean, please, can't you remember? Try hard now. Last night, you held me in your arms, just like this, and you held your face close to my face, like this. Do you remember?
That's right.
Yeah.
I wanted to get rid of my hiccups.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, it isn't easy to stand here and do this. Standing under these hot lights, worrying about how I look, what the audience is thinking. I'm tired. I'm weary. I'm worn out, ladies and gentlemen. Dean, what I really need is use a good belt.
I'll give you a good belt.
Okay.
Here, I'll show you. I'll give you a good belt. Currently playing Mr. Cunningham in the hit show Happy Days. Here he is, Tom Bosley.
I really feel a little at ease appearing on one of these roasts. I'm an actor, I'm not a comedian. And as I look over this dais, I see that there's about, 300 years of combined comedy experience here. And that's just Milton Berle and LaWanda Page. It's really a pleasure to be here tonight. You know, my show, The Happy Days, with the Fonz and Richie and Potsy, takes place in the 50s. And Suzanne's show, Three's Company, is definitely a show about the 70s. And believe me, things are different today than they were in the 50s. Now, we never had the things that they have today, like wild sex and available women and loose morals. Where did we go wrong? I've watched Suzanne on television. I must say, she's really a very sexy girl. The way she walks around with nothing but a towel. Cameraman should win an Emmy Award just for holding the darn thing steady.
Tom Bosley. Well, my next guest is the talented actress who plays the part of Mrs. Roper, the landlord's wife on Three's Company. She's a funny lady and a real pro. Please welcome Audra Lindley.
Well, John Ritter and Joyce DeWitt wanted to be here tonight, but they couldn't make it. They said it was their first chance in 2 years to be alone in the apartment. Suzanne had a fairly normal childhood. She was very popular in high school. Half a dozen boys pinned her. They pinned her to the wall, the backseat of the car, the park bench. But when she left school, she developed an aptitude for poetry.
That's not all she developed.
Yeah. But it's really the truth, Dean. Suzanne wrote 2 romantic books of poetry. Now, the first one was called Touch Me, and the second one was called Touch Me Again. And she's now working on a sequel, Keep Your Filthy Hands Off Me. I said, ladies and gentlemen, from the very first day of rehearsal that this girl would go far. And I'm not the first one to say it either. In her graduation yearbook, she was voted girl who'd go all the way.
The best in the whole country, Mr. Rich Little.
Thank you, Dean. It is an honor for me to be here tonight to pay tribute to one of television's scintillating new stars, Suzanne Summers. And if my friend George Burns were here tonight, I know what he'd say to you. Suzanne, I've got a confession to make. I've been in love with you for 2 years. But then don't go by me. I get excited every time I take the wrapper off my cigar. Burns isn't the only one. For instance, President Gerald Ford. I'm back. I'm here tonight to ask Suzanne Summers to be my running mate in 1980. I know you think that's an odd combination, but remember, folks, politics makes strange bedfellows. And of course, one of your biggest boosters from late night television, here's Johnny. May I have the envelope, please? A deck of cards, the Queen Mary, and Suzanne Summers.
Card, Queen Mary, and Suzanne Summers.
Name 3 things that are stacked. Suzanne, we love you. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best friend a joke ever had. He's funny, Mr. Jackie Gale.
I'd like to say it's a pleasure being here with Dean Moncho. I met Dean during, you don't remember the year, Dean, it was during the earthquake that year in California. I remember that earthquake. I was in bed with a girl. I said, it won't always be this good. Listen, I want you to know I always watch your show. I never miss a show with John Ritter in it. I'll tell you the first time I ever saw you, you don't recognize me, but I saw this woman. I was in a restaurant, and Susan walked in, and it got me crazy. The waiter asked me, what do you want? I said, a pair of hamburgers. And it's good to see Red Buttons. Red, I love your name, Red Buttons. He's so small and thin, you know. He takes his shower. He got to keep running back and forth to get wet. Charlie, who was great tonight, is going to be a guest star on Three's Company. Once again, sex rears its ugly head. Norm Crosby, who was sensational tonight. Norm is an old friend of mine. We started working around New England together, which is true. He'll tell you this. We worked a lot of those places. We worked those places where women wear the kind of dresses you can see through and you don't want to. Norm always used to follow Norm in clubs, and he always told me about the girl singer on a show. He said, you don't need 2 rooms. She won't leave you alone. She's a real crazy girl. Then I get booked. There'd be another singer waiting with the mother with the hair in her face and the cracked sunglasses. And they both had huge crosses outside their dress. Forget about sex. At least you know bats don't attack the car. You all remember LaWanda Page? She was the centerfold, National Geographic. LaWanda, I'm only joking because you're really a humble woman. She's very humble. She went over to Dean's house to say hello, and he gave her Thursday off. And we have Rich Little here, who got his start working Zsa Zsa's weddings. Money, but the work was steady. Zsa Zsa, I heard you're getting married again. Is it anyone you know? Bernie Capel was a kid. His mother wanted him to be a doctor. He wanted to be an actor. And they were both wrong. We got Lauren Green, beautiful. Look at the hair on this guy. Jerry Vale lend you that? I loved you on Bonanza for years. It was a great show. A 50-year-old father and 2 47-year-old sons. of you Milton Berle? There he is, the Jewish Bugs Bunny. Susan, I know you'll be a big hit for a long time because television's a numbers game, and you got the right numbers, 36, 24, 36. Good night, and thank you very much.
I don't think anyone is more deserving of their success than our guest of honor this evening. Starring in her own series, she's won praise, love, and loyalty from her audience and critics. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the beautiful and most talented Miss Suzanne Summers.
I just want to say that it has been a tremendous honor being here, and I want to thank everyone on the dais for making this such a special evening. You really worked me over, though, but I loved it because you're all pros, like Charlie Callis. You see, he's been in the business for 30 years, but he has one problem. Whenever he's invited to one of these roasts, he shows up. It was a pleasant surprise to see Dr. Joyce Brothers. I visited her once in her office, and it was a wonderful experience. The only time in my life that I was on a couch and somebody just asked me questions. Dean, I can't say these things about my friends.
What are you talking about?
Well, could you stand up and help me?
All right, Suzanne, what do you want me to do?
Well, I just thought that I would thank my friends, and then you could just take it from there.
Anything you want. Remember the famous words of Sleeping Beauty, who once said to Prince Charming, "Are you sure you only kissed me?"
Ruth Buzzy, I am delighted to see you there. Take it, Dean.
You all know Ruth Buzzy, the Farrah Fawcett of Burbank.
It is so good to see Milton Berle. Someone once told me that he got his start in this business 50 years ago by playing in amateur nights.
He did another one tonight.
Zsa Gabor, thanks for all the marital advice you gave me tonight.
We didn't expect to see Zsa Zsa here. This morning back in L.A., she had her mink coat spayed.
And Lauren Green, I just saw you the other night on Saturday Night Live.
The show was live, but he wasn't.
And David Doyle, I just love you on Charlie's Angels show. Take it, Dean.
Those girls have to be driving David crazy. I saw him in the casino last night, the only man rolling the dice and shouting, "Come on, 36!"
Audra Lindley, with her new hairstyle, is my talented co-star on Three's Company. You look terrific tonight, Audra.
Sitting next to Norman Fell, anybody would look good.
Thank you, Dean. I don't know what I would have done without you up here. That's a Dean Martin kiss?
No. That's a Dean Martin.
Now that's a Dean Martin kiss. Good night, everybody.